Cool Figure TV. Trump, 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 Trump. They gonna put on my Trump 2024 shirt. How he bossed up and walked into the lines then. First of all, y'all be sure to wipe your feet. You in the House of Revolution. That mean hit the like button, like, share, subscribe. Trump breaks the internet, y'all. We finna talk about it. Walked into the belly of the beast, the lion's den. The Greek home, where the Greek freaks was at. And checked them. Then put Kamala in her place, let her know, you ain't black. All my people telling me you ain't them, you ain't like them. Huh? That man a boss. Put these Greek freaks in their place. But let's get into exactly what happened.
Mr. President, we so appreciate you giving us an hour of your time.
No, you don't.
I want to start by addressing the elephant.
They say black journalists. Ain't no men journalists. So there are no black men journalists. Please, it was a setup from the beginning. They wanted Trump to be seen as attacking or going against black women. That's crazy. That's so ridiculous. We love our queens, but where are the men at to talk to Trump? This is ridiculous what they doing. Using black women and disrespecting black men. But Trump handled them. It was a mistake. And y'all fell for a trap. Because Trump laying out the truth. He been putting this thermometer in the black community. He know we want him to talk about Kamala not black. We like that.
Elephant in the room, sir. A lot of people did not think it was appropriate for you to be here today.
And I don't know how. This is democracy. How can a man be running for president? And who are y'all to say black people don't want to hear from the man running for president? This is what they're disgusting. I seen all the boule rising up. What are y'all doing bringing Trump there? Wait a minute. Y'all don't speak for us. We are a split black society. You don't want to hear from Trump? Don't come. Don't listen. But black journalists, they didn't say black Democratic Greek freak journalists. Black journalists. Republicans is black journalists too, bro. Liberals are black journalists too, man. Y'all done got so beside yourself. Now we ripping power out y'all hand and putting y'all in y'all place. Y'all do not tell us who we can and can't hear from no more. That's serious business. And it's going to come by putting these Greek freaks in the goddamn place who think they're going to come to our cities after they leave college and run our cities and go on the TV and pretend like, well, the black community, say you bitch ass cowards don't speak for us.
Push false claims about some of your rivals, from Nikki Haley to former President Barack Obama, saying that they were not born in the United States.
They wasn't.
Which is not true.
They wasn't. First of all, Nikki Haley is an immigrant her goddamn self too. Barack Obama definitely was not born in the United States. See, this is the bullshit I'm talking about, man. Barack Obama was not born in the United States, man. He wasn't even born in Hawaii, man. Don't sit here and play those fucking games with us. And first of all, the crazy part about it, Trump didn't start the birth of bullshit. Hillary Clinton started it. See, they never bring that up. Trump picked it up from Hillary. Hillary is responsible for the birth of risen with Barack. She pulled that out when she ran against Barack the first time. Trump picked it up after that and ran with it because it was a good topic to slap Barack with. But these little sister girls don't want to bring that up. It was Hillary, the racist, who said Barack wasn't from around here.
4 congresswomen of color who were American citizens to go back to where they came from.
Go.
You have used words like animal and rabid to describe black district attorneys. You've attacked black journalists, calling them a loser, saying the questions that they ask are, quote, stupid and racist.
If the shoe fit way.
At dinner with a white supremacist at your Mar-a-Lago resort.
Trump, don't be sitting down with bigots. But if I sit down with a black extremist, then they can tell me, come on, cut, don't sit down with black extremists now. All right. You don't sit down with the Ku Klux Klan. I won't sit down with the racial black extremists. This is how we talk. This is how we come to agreements on shit.
Question, sir. Now that you are asking black supporters to vote for you, why should black voters trust you after you have used language like that?
And that's so rude because never ever did I hear them say, okay, Joe Biden, since you said you don't want your kids going to a racial jungle, and you yourself, Joe Biden, said that you're going to lock all those blacks and those criminals up. And you, Hillary, said they were super predators. They never talked to them like that. And they never said, okay, Kamala, you said that you were going to be locking up parents for truancy. You laughed about that. You locked up plenty people for minor crimes and then didn't want to let them out. They don't say that to her. Why did you do that to black people? They don't say that shit. But all of a sudden now, you've been disrespecting blacks, and why don't you ask the Democrats about the disrespect they have for black people? And this the kicker right here, y'all. All these black journalists, that's why I laugh at them. Do not forget when CNN, they just had a debate with Trump and Biden. Roland Martin and all the boule was upset. They didn't get no passes. The black journalists got no passes. Foreign journalists were getting passes before them, and now they want to attack Trump. Shouldn't you be attacking some of the Democratic elite who didn't even see y'all as elite journalists to bring y'all to a function? But is Trump you mad at?
Well, first of all, I don't think I've ever been asked a question so in such a horrible manner. First question. You don't even say, hello, how are you? Are you with ABC? Because I think they're a fake news network, a terrible network. And I think it's disgraceful that I came here in good spirit. I love the black population of this country. I've done so much for the black population of this country, including employment, including opportunity zones with Senator Tim Scott of South Carolina, which is one of the greatest programs ever for black workers and black entrepreneurs. I've done so much, and and I say this, historically black colleges and universities were out of money. They were stone cold broke, and I saved them, and I gave them long-term financing, and nobody else was doing it. I think it's a very rude introduction. I don't know exactly why you would do something like that. And let me go a step further. I was invited here, and I was told my opponent, whether it was Biden or Kamala, I was told my opponent was going to be here. It turned out my opponent isn't here. You invited me under false pretense. And then you said, you can't do it with Zoom. Well, where's Zoom? She's going to do it with Zoom, and she's not coming. And then you were half an hour late, just so we understand. I have too much respect for you to be late. They couldn't get their equipment working, or something was wrong.
Mr. President, I would love if you could answer the question on your rhetoric and why
I have answered the question. I have been the best president for the black.
You can't take a strong answer from no man. I bet you she got some type of feminized buster sitting at that house, some Greek freak boule house nigga who jump when she say jump. Trump said that it's explained everything to her. I've been lied on. I've been doing a lot for blacks. Remember, he the one came with the release of a bunch of black people from prison after Joe Biden and Kamala locked them up. The First Step Act. He came with that stuff. Joe Biden didn't help nobody. It's black people on the internet right now. I just seen the interview. They talking about how Barack denied them. Trump approved their release. They don't talk about that. The Greek freaks, but they was having to go beg for money every couple of years. Trump said, what? No, they going to 10-year package. Bam, y'all good, right? Y'all all right? They still don't want to be grateful.
Population since Abraham Lincoln.
That's my answer. Better than President Johnson who signed the Voting Rights Act.
You to start off a question and answer period, especially when you're 35 minutes late because you couldn't get your equipment to work in such a hostile manner, I think it's a disgrace.
Let me just ask a follow-up, sir, and then we'll move on to other questions here. Some of your own supporters, including Republicans on Capitol Hill, have labeled Vice President Kamala Harris, who is the first black and Asian American woman to serve as vice president and be on a major party ticket, as a DEI hire. Is that acceptable language to you?
Yes, that's acceptable language. It's your DEI. She was not qualified for that job. They just gave it to her. She was not qualified to be no vice president of the United States. Are you fucking crazy? Are you nuts? If something happened to the president, she gonna sit down with the Kim Jong-un, with Putin, with Xi Jinping, with the Iranian mullahs, with the leader of Hezbollah? Are you nuts? Are you out of your mind? Yes, that is a DEI hire. She could be Indian when she want. You gonna get the votes, or she can be black. You sorority sisters fall for that, right?
And will you tell those Republicans and those supporters to stop it?
How do you define DEI? Go ahead. How do you define
diversity, equity, inclusion?
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Is that what your definition?
That is
give me a definition then. Would you give me a definition?
DEI.
Give me a definition.
Sir, I'm asking you.
No, you can't give a definition.
Define it for me if you
get on, Trump. Hey, what they don't know is You just warmed that man up for his debate with Kamala. Y'all are bringing all of her best punches. Remember I said that. He's going to be ready for her because they throwing all the ammunition out, trying to shoot they shot.
I just defined it, sir. Do you believe
No, you
that
didn't. You did not
President
just
Kamala
define it.
Harris
You did not just define it, ma'am. He said, give me an example of something. You just talking points. Talking points.
on the ticket because she is a black woman?
Well, I can say no. I think it's maybe a little bit different. So I've known her a long time indirectly, not directly very much, and she was always of Indian heritage.
That's a fact.
And she was only promoting Indian heritage. I didn't know she was black until a number of years ago when she happened to turn black, and now she wants to be known as black. So I don't know, is she Indian or is she black?
She is always identified as a black woman.
I respect
that. That's a lie. That is a goddamn lie. Oh, see, woo, Trump, 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 Trump. That's why I had to go put on my Trump 2024 shirt. Oh, yes, and represent this thing. Because what these people just don't understand is,
let's keep going.
What people not going for that. She should always. Man, Trump put on his billboard, and the ad is coming. Trump, he did a rally after that yesterday. On his billboard, he put up there articles on his articles highlighting she's the first Indian American senator. Indian American senator. I seen a video where how does it feel being the first Indian American senator? Oh, it feels so great. Come on, man. Your mama is Indian. She raised you. What she taught you about being black? Your daddy is Irish and Indian. See, all this, her daddy is Jamaican. Bro, quit falling for that bullshit. Elon Musk is more of a African American than she could ever be. Her daddy is Irish and Indian. Her daddy not even black.
She is a corrupt witch. She's been corrupt her whole life.
Black people ain't going for that.
To the top. They used to detail this witch in the LA Times with her sexual escapades. She's on damn near everybody trying to get up. She used to be a frat hole when she was at Howard. And she ain't black. You know, I ain't got nothing to do with this, Miss Harris. I mean, well, don't, but she's I don't know. I'm just listening. Well, here's the thing. I actually met her father in Jamaica. I was the guest, sat at the Governor General's table, and he was a professor. And he represents as a Hindu Brahmin. He admittedly has some Irish in him. All right? The person that Kamala Harris is saying is her black great-grandmother is in fact, according to Dad, in an article he wrote, which has now been cleaned up on the online edition of that magazine, was a Hindu house servant, not a black woman. So her mother is listed on her birth certificate as Caucasian, even though she's dark. But see, she's a Hindu Brahmin, not a black woman. So her mother is listed on her birth certificate as Caucasian, even though she's dark. But see, she's a Hindu Brahmin Tamil caste.
Get up.
Now, interestingly, do you know what the anthropological name is for what Kamala Harris and her parents are?
No, sir.
Indo-Aryan. See, they Indo-Aryans from the India. From India.
From India.
The Aryan Brotherhood, the Aryan Nation. What's going on is the Aryans, they claim to be one with, look like Come Queen Harris. You know, I guess what she did is, you know, LA Times ranked her out. I was out in LA, you know, when she before that. See, she got out, and they ran a thing when she went to law school. Willie Brown, that was his mistress. They have guards. I heard about that. Where they had one I loved. It was a scene, Willie Brown sitting behind a desk with his tongue hang out, and Kamala raising up after doing it, you know. And they ran this thing where he got her a job with a medical supply company that did business with the city of San Francisco. He got her a gig 15 hours a week for $72,000 a year, and you have to understand that was 35 years ago. And And then when they carried the thing where she moved up to 20 hours a week, she gets paid 120 grand for a part-time gig, and he bought her a 750i BMW. Mm-hmm. She was earning that. So then she had this thing where she was trying to get on with this big firm that wouldn't hire, so she started screwing one of your buddies, an NBA player who was their biggest client. She got hired. So then they ran a scandal sheet on her where she was trying to get on with the DA's office, so she started screwing the deputy chief DA to get on. So I did not vote for that damn fool that they had running against him, that racist dog that I heard the first time in 1972 when I was doing an intern thing at the DC think tank, when he was out there with James O. Eastland, John B. Stennis, Faubus came in from Arkansas. That's the fool who said they'd never integrate the Little Rock High School. They had Wallace there, who was wheeled in, and they had Byrd, former Grand Dragon of the Klan, and they were talking about this young man who had a stupid-looking dovetail like it was back in the 1950s, was the last true yellow dog Dixiecrat, and they were talking about Joe Biden, who got up there.
They was talking about Joe Biden, the last of the good old boys.
And when the speech he gave, I mean, I was really offended. I heard it right outside the state capitol building in Dover, which was a rundown, ransacked old house.
But nobody want to talk about that. Why they asking them questions about Joe Biden, his Klan ties? They never ask Joe Biden about that. They never do. They won't ask Kamala Harris why did she call Joe Biden a racist and then she sided with Joe Biden. Please, this is how black people feel. And Trump was right to confront her and break the internet. No, I seen them. They had Megan Thee Stallion come out shaking her ass. What? That, and they talking about the culture. That ain't our fucking culture. They want to disrespect us for the world. Quavo. I knew you was a Greek freak, boy. You love that hanky-panky, don't you, Quavo? You love Sodom and Gomorrah. We need to be asking people like Quavo, why do you want our kids to transition, brother? I'm serious business. Any of these Democratic rappers, I want to ask them, why do you think a man could be a woman and a woman could be a man? Soon as they say, oh, no, I don't. Yes, you do, nigga. You voting for that. You promoting that. You coming out telling our kids to run with that. So why do you think a man could be a woman and a woman could be a man? We got to ask these rappers that, nigga. We need to put them on the spot. That's serious business. I seen a news article, Kamala captures the culture. What culture y'all talking about? Real black men and black women, strong, spiritual, righteous people. Blood, the descendants of great people. Legendary warriors who will never go out like this. We're not going for it. And this is how we feel. Kofi, follow me.